अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं, हम अभी रिकॉर्डिंग शुरू कर देते हैं. Okay, this is now recording the session. Quickly mark your attendance. Quickly mark your attendance. Oh, गलत हो गया ना कितनी. Okay. The first figurative speech is the repetition of the initial sound, her sound. So it is alliteration. Hoteliers, hope. This is alliteration. The second is pun. What is pun? Quickly search what is pun. We
A
have
joke.
done it. Not exactly a joke. Jokes use a lot of pun, by the way. What is pun?
A pun is like an ironic statement.
Twisting the words in such a way that you create irony. Okay? By using one word, basically puns use, make use of homophones and homonyms to create irony. Use sarcastic, to give a sarcastic, ironic statement. Okay? Over here, swift profit on nests. Now, this not only means swift, not only means quick, but over here, since we are talking, the content is going to be about the bird nest soup. The soup comes from the nest of the swift bird, the bird swift. Okay? So, because the nest is of the bird called swift, hence, hoteliers hope for swift profit on nests. Swift can nest, the nest of the swift, but over here, the word means quick profit. Okay? Getting a lot of money out of nests. Okay? Get the idea?
Yeah.
How the writer in the headline is making a pun over here. Basically, what he's trying to say is that the nests will be of the swifts. The swift nests are going to be used, and the hoteliers are going to make profit out of them very quickly. Okay? The newspaper article, can you guess what it is about other than the bird nest soup? How can the hoteliers make a lot of money with nests? Yes.
What, ma'am?
Can you guess how the hoteliers, the people who run hotels, are going to make a lot of profit with nests? What do you think they're going to do with the nests? They're going to make a lot of bird nest soup? Yes or no?
They're going to kill the birds and make food of it.
Probably. Let's see. Where do you think the article is? What is the place where this thing is taking place?
Thailand.
Thailand. Thai are the people from Thailand. The people of Thailand are called Thai. Okay, so and we're going to talk about the people who run hotels. So people from Thailand who run hotels, and they will be selling nests. Okay. Shakar, I'd like you to start reading. Start reading the text.
Ma'am, which page?
This is page 149. 149. I did show you earlier.
Ma'am, class आज 11 बजे नहीं थी?
मैंने टाइम चेंज कर दिया था. मैंने इसीलिए तो टाइम से आप लोगों को कल बता दिया था, आपने मुझे कहा था कि मैम टाइम बता दीजिएगा, वो फिर मेरे लिए बहुत लंबा हो जाता है, मुझे दोबारा आके बैठना पड़ता है. I'll tell you later on what I have, what problem is going on. चलिए, yes Shakar. Okay, good.
Entrep-
Good. Yes. Start reading.
entrep-
Please, everybody, please focus on your book.
Entrepreneurs in southern Thailand are converting their holiday hotels into man-made caves for sea swifts. The birds can be attracted by boarding up windows and punching holes in walls. Propriet- prop-
Writers.
Proprietors hope these hotel improvements can tempt to swift to breed, thereby providing them with nests for exotic fruit at $1,000, £630 per pound wholesale for the nest. The profits are certainly appealing.
Appeal. Yes, please.
Tradi-
Avaimir, I'd like you to read on. So till here, what do we find? That the hotel owners in Thailand, they are going to convert their hotels into breeding spots for the bird, so that the birds will come, they will make their nest in their hotels, and after they have bred, after they have given their babies have hatched from the eggs, and they will leave the nest, what will happen? The nest is going to remain where it was built, isn't it? Those nests, they will be gathered and they will be sold at $1,000 per pound. Pound over here is per pound के साथ जो pound आ रहा है, that shows the weight. ठीक है? Kgs and pounds में, normally we weigh something in kilograms and pounds, isn't it? Where it gives you the symbol over there, it is 630 pound means the British currency. Okay, the symbol that goes like this, like an E, is the British currency, British pound. Okay, whereas per pound means the amount of weight, amount of mass that is that the nests are going to be sold at $1,000 per pound wholesale for the nests, and that amount of money is quite appealing for the hoteliers. They're going to make a lot of profit by selling the bird nests for the exotic soup. Okay? Yes, Avaimir. Read on. From traditionally. Kyun, Aman? Is it that difficult? Or are you still sleepy, Aman? You're too busy
मैं
changing
उसको
the...
शिकार की आवाज नहीं समझ आ रही होगी.
Sorry? मेरी
मैम
आवाज
उसको शिकार की आवाज नहीं समझ आ रही होगी.
अच्छा. No, he's too busy consistently changing the characters of in his name. Sometimes the N gets an umlaut on top, and now the A's have the... Okay. Well, you had the book, you could read yourself. Avaimir, I'm still waiting for you to read. बेटे, we're short of time.
मैं पढ़ लूं.
पढ़ ले राफी, आप पढ़ लें बेटे. Firstly, be ready because then I'll ask you to read. The next
Traditionally, agile climbers collect these sea swift nets from remote caves by scaling cliffs on crude bamboo scaffolding in the dark. Once boiled, the nests dissolve into chewy strands, which are used as noodles in the classic Chinese broth. It doubles as an elixir, which promises long life. A single serving sells for $13
13
and
pounds.
13 pounds at markets, perhaps 20 times the price of a bowl of ordinary noodle soup.
Noodle soup. Okay, thank you. Now, the first word is agile. What does the word agile mean? Can you guess?
Accurate.
Agile is
Delicate.
Accurate.
Agile means very quick. Quick and with a lot of skill. Quick and skilled both together. Agile climbers, the climbers who can climb very quickly and very skillfully. Then your next word is scaffolding. Scaffolding, what is it? Have you ever seen a house being constructed?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you ever seen those bamboo poles constructed around a
Yes,
building
ma'am.
or a house? That is called
Ye-
scaffolding. Okay? And then your next word is elixir. What is elixir? This I want you to
uh,
look up. Look up this word quickly.
Currency.
Currency, no.
Ma'am, it's a potion.
What kind of a potion?
Magical.
Magical potion. What does this do? What does this magical potion do?
Change metals into gold.
A
Very good.
substance. A substance
Uh,
held capable of changing base
able
metals.
to prolong life.
Exactly. Very good. There are two purposes of an elixir. Elixir is basically used. Who left? Rafe left. Okay, probably some electricity issue. Elixir has the tendency to give you a long life, or it can
Change metal into gold.
into gold. Exactly. There was this time in around the world where people studied and they tried a lot of alchemy. Alchemy or alchemy, however you may pronounce it, was the art of converting metals into gold. And the elixir was basically the potion that could convert the metal into gold if you wanted. Unfortunately, people couldn't, master the art of converting ordinary metals into gold. But we learned that metals could be gold plated. Over here, elixir is being used in terms of a potion or a liquid that can prolong your life. Right. So, overall, in this paragraph, what are they trying to tell you? What are they trying to tell you? What is the writer trying to say? That how the nests, after the birds they have left, how the nests are collected by the climbers, and later on how it is sold
But they make
uh, in the market for 13 pounds, which is 20 times more the price of the ordinary soup. On Google Classroom, I will post a news article relevant or basically a facts, uh, a link to a fact and kind of thingy, where you will be able to see the pictures of the nests, how the nests are, they are attached to the walls of the caves or the buildings, how they are gathered, and how what the bird nest soup looks like. Okay, do have a look at it on Google Classroom. Fasi, I'd like you to read the next paragraph.
a sudden migration of fish from the city to vacant multi-story buildings of the
Bit louder.
of Thailand has turned into a windfall in Patani, a fishing town on the Muslim-dominated southern tip of Thailand. People initially objection to the birds'
Objected.
nests, but now they complete to gather the valuable nests. Patani entrepreneurs prefers to
Entrepreneurs.
scatter for tens of thousands of swifts rather than fuzzy
Foreigners.
foragers.
Foreigners. Okay. Now, what they're trying to tell you is that when the hoteliers converted their hotels into breeding grounds for the swift bird, for the birds, the people of Patani, which is basically a Muslim-dominated area. Obviously, Muslims they wanted to offer their prayers, and you know how Muslims are quite particular about hygiene. When a lot of birds started migrating in their region, what happened? They were offended. They did not like all the noise that the birds made. They did not like all the mess that the birds made. Okay. So they objected to the idea of creating, using hotels as breeding grounds for the swifts. Okay. But later on, once they found how valuable those nests were, the people, they would compete with one another to gather as many nests as they could. Okay. And offer their homes as breeding grounds for the bird. And now the situation is such that the people of Patani, the entrepreneurs are people, it's a French word which means a person using all his resources to start his own business, सेल्फ सफिशिएंट बिजनेस. ठीक है. ऐसा बंदा जो अपना पैसा लगा के खुद का कोई कारोबार शुरू करे फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम, उसको हम एंटरप्रेन्योर कहते हैं. ठीक है. It's a French word. Acha. And what did the people of Patani now they do is that they prefer to take care of the birds, of the swifts, compared to the foreigners, compared to the tourists who come to their area, because they think that the birds are more easier guests compared to the foreigners who are quite fussy, who are very irritating and annoying, who keep complaining. The birds, they don't complain. The foreigners, the tourists who come to our region, they complain. So we don't want the tourists. We'd rather take care of the birds. Okay? Yes, last paragraph, Aman, I'd like you to read.
With people, you need to have someone to manage the building, said Anusa Sawan Mongoko, whose hotel guests are a mix of people and swifts. But with birds, there's no management, no maintenance. You just wait. It's like winning the lottery if a flock chooses to nest in your attic. Businessmen are eagerly studying flight patterns and matching calls to attract residents. Tourism here is for the birds.
So the tourism in Patani is basically for the birds. People, one of the hoteliers, Anusar, he says that taking care of the birds is not a high maintenance task. You don't have to manage them. You don't have to maintain them. For people, for the tourists who come to our area, for the people, you have to do a lot of things. You have to make the beds, you have to clean everything, you have to cook and cater to their needs, cater to the human needs. But with birds as our guests, we don't have to cook and clean. All we have to do is wait. And at the end, what do? The birds, they come, they lay eggs, the eggs hatch, and then they leave. All we have to do is we have to gather the nests that are left behind, and those nests, they are quite profitable for us. Okay. So and what do the people, what are the businessmen trying to do? They are studying the pattern, the flight patterns. How do the birds, they move in? What season do they move in, and what season do they move out? How many days are they going to remain in their nest? What will do they do nest? What do they get? Where do they go to gather their food, etc.? And the mating calls, that the calls the birds give to each other once they want to mate with the opposite gender. Okay. So that this will attract the residents. The residents will be whom? The birds. Because tourism in Patani is not for people. The tourism is, they want to attract more and more birds. They don't want to attract people. They want to attract more and more birds, because the larger the number of birds, the more nests they are going to make. The more nests they are going to make, the more nests they are going to sell for the exotic soup. And obviously that means that they are going to make a lot of profit. Clear? With that, we come to the end of the lesson. How much time are we left with? How much time are we left with? Does the time show any place? Acha. Okay, what we can do is we still have 5 minutes. We will do the vocabulary exercise. Okay. The words entrepreneur is already given over here. It gives you the meaning. You can read into it. Then you have an idiomatic expression, a windfall used over here. Windfall is a word for fruit which has fallen from the tree, such as wind-fallen apples, mangoes that fall on their own. उर्दू में हम उनको टपका कहते हैं, but in English we use the word windfall. The fruit which falls on its own from the tree is called windfall. And in such a case where how it is used over here in the text, it says Thailand has turned into a windfall. That is, the bird nests have given Thailand the opportunity to grab fruit. What is the fruit in this case? The nest. Okay, the birds, they come, they lay eggs, and they leave their nest, obviously. The interesting bit, what I will do is the grade 6 thing. I will share this on your Google Classroom as well. I just want you to give it a read so that you know what the bird nest is made of, so that it is used in the soup. Okay. For that, I want you to read this little bit that I will share. ठीक है, ये मैं शेयर करूंगी Google Classroom पे, इसको आपने पढ़ना है so that you know why the nest is used in the soup. Okay. अच्छा. Vocabulary matching definitions. Find the correct definition for the following words from the text. Proprietors. Proprietors is Shakar. Can you guess? People who run the hotel, people who buy the hotel, or people who stay at the hotel.
People who run the hotel.
Owners. So people who run the hotel, it's A. Okay, we are on the last 10-minute slot. Fussy. Exotic is tasty, intriguingly unusual, or very expensive.
Unusual.
Okay, that's absolutely correct. It's intriguingly and unusual. That's B. Next, you have agile. Agile is nimble, skilled, or young. Aman.
Skilled.
Very good. Your next word is migration. Rafe, movement, flight, or journey? Is it movement, flight, or journey?
It's journey, ma'am.
Rafe. Should it be movement or should it be a journey? Migration. To move from one place to the other. It is not a journey. Rafe left again. This will be movement, not journey. Migration is you move from one place to the other. You do not take a journey. Okay, so it's A. Maintenance, Shakar. Holding up, upkeeps and repairs, or management?
Repairs.
Very good. That's B. So number 1 is A. Number 2 is B. Number 3 is B. Number 4 is A. And number 5 is B. None of them is C. Okay. With that, we come to the end of the lesson. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, I will cover the content topic on puns. Okay.
Bye,
Thank you
ma'am.
very much. Please make sure that you mark your attendance before you leave. Please mark your attendance before you leave.
मैम दोबारा
1 मिनट ठहरो, मैं चेक कर लूं. शाहकार, फसी अमान, अवाइमिर एंड राफे. बस ठीक है.